Good afternoon, welcome to Euro 2024 live on LFS for the second game of the day and our first of Group A as they get their second match day underway this afternoon. We watched the hosts Germany take on Hungary who were beaten by Switzerland on match day 1. Germany who cruised their way past Scotland 5-1 on the opening game of the tournament. All four teams back in action today, and Hungary and Scotland looking to get off to a start where they can hope to conjure up a knockout position. Switzerland and Germany have the advantage, and they want to take that advantage as much as they can. Germany can secure a knockout place this afternoon with a win here against Hungary in Stuttgart. The national anthems have just concluded, which gives us time to tell you what the teams look like this afternoon. Here's the German side, an unchanged German side from that win over Scotland 5-1 5 days ago. Julian Nagelsmann starts with Manuel Neuer in goal, a back four of Joshua Kimmich, Antonio Rudiger, Jonathan Tah and Maximilian Mittelstadt. Robert Andrich and Toni Kroos make up the two midfielders, with Ilkay Gundogan in a more advanced position, who captains the side, with an unchanged front three that tore Scotland to bits on Friday. Jamal Musiala, Florian Wirtz and Kai Havertz leading the line. Packed bench as well: Ter Stegen, Baumann, Anton Koch, Raum, Heinrichs, Schlotterbeck, Müller, Sane, Furyk, Chan, Gross, Bayer, Undav and Füllkrug. For Hungary, quite a few changes, couple of changes for them. Peter Gulácsi continues in goal. A similar back five, just the one change in the back five. Bendewiz Bola, Attila Fiola, Willi Orban, Merton Dardoy and Milos Kerkez make up the defence. Andras Schaefer and Adam Naj are in midfield, with Roland Scholai, Dominik Soboslai the captain and Barnabas Varga leading the line. Bench looks like this for Hungary: Debush, Zapanos, Lang, Shalai, Bola, Botka, Nejo, Naj, Kleinheisler, Kata, Styles, Gazdag, Horvath, Soboth and Adam. Germany against Hungary. The hosts looking to secure a knockout place. Hungary looking to get off the mark. Kick-off in Stuttgart is next. A very good afternoon. Welcome to Stuttgart, the MHP Arena in Stuttgart, as we get our second game of the day underway. Germany, the hosts of the competition, against Hungary, a side who will be very disappointed after their match day one display, but they have fought to win back and to get 3 points against the hosts. They know it will be tough, but they need it to try and progress. Needs must. Germany in a purple and pink strip here this afternoon. Hungary in their all-white strip. So Germany had to switch it up because they were in all-white for the first game, and they've gone for a purple-pink combination, which is quite interesting. It's new. It's different. It's unusual. But Germany will not care what they're wearing. I'll be worrying about the football they play on the pitch. They're the hosts, the pressure's on them. They delivered on Friday night. They want to deliver again. The countdown to kickoff is on here in the Stuttgart Arena as we're underway. And we get going here with Germany. And they play from left to right, Germany in the first half. Hungary the opposite way. And they have a chance in the box there, Hungary. A scramble there from Manuel Neuer to get it away. They almost played themselves into trouble there. Roland Scholai with the chance. Goodness me. Manuel Neuer within the first 20 seconds has had a big involvement in the early moments. Goodness me. That'll give Hungary confidence early doors. Here's Jonathan Tah. And Germany were just cruising past Scotland. Once they opened the scoring, they didn't look back. Here comes Havertz down the right. Tracked all the way by Willi Orban. Havertz to Jonathan Tah. Germany look to get their possession stats up early. Here's Toni Kroos, who run the show, pulled all the strings in the midfield for Germany against Scotland. Almost like a quarterback. Just pulling all the strings, playing on the passes, tearing Scotland to pieces. What a way to start the tournament. What a way to open the tournament for Germany. What a way to give yourself confidence, scoring 5 goals. No other team in the competition has scored more than 3 goals up to this point in their first game. Germany, the only team to score more than 3, and they scored 5 in their game. It's all about Hungary just staying strong out of possession early doors, with Germany controlling the ball. Just have to be strong off the ball today, Hungary. They find themselves in a really tough position against Switzerland, having to come back from 2-0 down, and they got a goal back through Barnabas Varga from the Soboslai cross. They pushed too far. Here's Havertz, well closed down the edge of the box there. Willi Orban, and I think it was Schaefer there that was getting involved as well. Clearing the ball well. Just seeing this moment for Hungary again. 20 seconds. Roland Scholai got the better of Joshua Kimmich. Just tried to pass it back and he just nicks it away, Scholai, off the foot of Joshua Kimmich. And really good goalkeeping from Manuel Neuer to step out, make himself big and get the block. But fantastic start there for Hungary in the first minute. But Germany have had the vast majority of the possession since. Although here's Kerkez. Finds Schaefer. Looking for the cross, slow and hard, but cleared away by Rudiger. And now Jamal Musiala. First run of the day. Passes off a lot quicker than expected there as Hungary clear their lines, and that one will run all the way through to Manuel Neuer. But Jamal Musiala had his first foray forward. Probably could have run a lot further. Passed it off very early there. Musiala. That's nice in between the lines there from Hungary to win it back. Schaefer played on to Scholai. And given away, and good tracking back by Jamal Musiala there for Hungary. Or for Germany, sorry, against Hungary. Ball in behind here. Havertz takes it down. He's got 2 ahead of him. Closed down, and Havertz will find the space for the shot, but comfortably saved by Peter Galassi. Nice ball down the right hand side. The run in behind by Kai Havertz. Gets on it nicely, and Martin Dordoy trying to get in the way of him. Just found a way through, did Havertz, but the effort easily gathered by the Hungarian keeper. Peter Galassi here, taking his time with this kick. Goes long, straight up the middle. And the header came there from Robert Andrik. Will be a Hungarian throw down the left-hand side. Well, one of the main complaints that I had, and one of the points that I made in the game between Hungary and Switzerland on match day 1, was the fact that Hungary weren't getting their star man, Dominik Szoboszlai, on the ball enough. He wasn't having a threat. They'll get a corner here, Hungary, though, from that throw-in. Andrik heading it out. But they weren't getting him on the ball enough. He was too isolated on that left flank. I can see he's more central, Szoboszlai, not pushing out to the left as much. So maybe they've tried to change that. Get him more in the mix through the middle for Hungary. They do have a corner here, so a good opportunity for Szoboszlai to get his first major involvement. Maybe his first touch of the game, actually, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry, he has had a couple of touches. Here's one of his first significant ones, though. Corner. Right-footed delivery. Oh, near the post, but a lot of crowds there. Back to Szoboszlai. He'll deliver again. Header's not directed wide. Falls to the back post. And the shot takes another deflection. Will be another corner. Andrik in the way of that one. Went to the back post. And the shot there from the on-running Bola. Bendeguz Bola had the shot come crashing off Robert Andrik and went behind for the corner. So, good spell here for Hungary in this edge of the pitch. Szoboszlai to take the corner again. His third already. Right-footed, out-swinger. Cleared away by Ta. He got the header clearly away. Hungary recycle the ball again. Good spell, this. Ulashi. Headed on. Bola there. Rudiger heading it back, and back all the way through to Rudiger, who will just flick back to his keeper, Manuel Neuer. Or, of course, making his 120th appearance this afternoon. 38 years old, the Bayern keeper. One of the most experienced keepers on the planet. That's nice work from Musiala. The ball couldn't be squeezed through in the end as came crashing down there was Joshua Kimmich. Stayed down. That was a challenge from Roland Schalai, but referees allowed Germany to play on. As again, Jamal Musiala's picked away. Bola knocks forward. And Hungary trying to play it forward. Varga trying to link up well there, but that pass back to Naj was just cut out. And Germany back on the ball. Here's Gundogan. Finds Florian Wirtz. He opened the scoring for Germany in the first game against Scotland. Shot from the edge of the box. Went through the hands of the Scottish keeper on that occasion. To give Florian Wirtz the first goal of the tournament. Kroos. Out to the right hand side. Joshua Kimmich. Back to Rudiger. Kroos. Through the lines. Nice work from Havertz. Plays off to Musiala. Now Kimmich. Musiala back to Joshua Kimmich. Better from Germany there. Pacey passes. Musiala now back to Joshua Kimmich. Drove infield there, Kimmich. Kroos lifts one into the box and just over the head of Ilkay Gundogan in there. And nice idea. Nice cross. Just a slight bit too high for the German captain to get on the end of. Julian Nagelsmann, the German head coach, and Marco Rossi, the Hungarian head coach. Well, Marco Rossi in one of his interviews before this game talked about how Hungary he felt that his side in the first half against Switzerland were afraid to play. He said they showed fear, too much fear, and he felt that was why they weren't at their best, but they became more brave in the second half and tried a few more things and tried to get themselves back into the game. They did show more in the second half, Hungary, of that first game, but in the end, the 2-0 deficit was just too much to try and overcome in the end, and they ended up faltering, losing that one. Here's Dardoy. Back to Galaxy. Right to Bola. Flicked on, lovely one. So a good flick on that time by Varga. Here's Barnabas Varga. That's the heavy touch. Well covered by Andrik. Got back and helped out. And it's just headed out of play by Attila Fiola, which will be a Germany throw. 10.5 minutes gone. Germany 0, Hungary 0. Germany have dominated the ball. Hungary have had the more shots. So both showing threats early doors. Nice ball by Rudiger over the top. Havertz getting the better of his man. Kai Havertz. Big save by Peter Gulashi. And had to be headed behind afterwards on the rebound. That was wonderful from Kai Havertz. Completely shoving Willy Orban out of the way. Using his body to break through and just takes the strike first time. That's lovely from Kai Havertz, but great save from the narrow angle from Peter Gulashi. Just a reactionary one, and the rebound headed behind for the German corner. Head and hands there. Kai Havertz knew how big a moment that was. We'll have a corner here though, Germany. In swinger, fizzed across. Oh, and caught and cleared away again. Andrik got the strike on that one and cleared behind by Bola for another corner. Fizzed in. Lovely. And Andrik just floating in at the back post. No one there tracking him. And it's really good defending in there. That time by Bola to head it clear and behind for another German corner. Good pressure this from the hosts. Toni Kroos. Right footed, whipped in. Again, half cleared there by Sholai. The awkward kick there. Goes back the way of Manuel Neuer. Toni Kroos whipping on a couple of deliveries. Of course, we talked about in the first game how this will be his last tournament, this list kind of competitive games of football. What a way to end your career, having just won the Champions League at club level and could buy out with great performance at your home Euros. The Germans hoping to win this. Well, it has been the case before. The hosts have done well. Well, 2020 was a bit of an anomaly, but both hosts in that one got to the final. Of course, more than one country hosted the final there. Quite a number of countries hosted the 2020 finals. England and Italy, the two. England were technically the hosts of the final because the final was in Wembley, but the hosts always do well. Germany have always done well in recent competition at the Euros at an international stage. Won the World Cup in 2014, of course, in Brazil, which we remember watching. That cracking German side back then. And they won this competition in 1972 and 1980. That was both when they were West Germany. And they've been beaten in 3 other finals since then. 1976, 1992 and 2008 when they were beaten by Spain most recently. So they have history of getting to the latter stages. 5 finals in the European Championships. Although Hungary have come forward here. Got the break of the ball. Here's Roland Sholai. Shot blocked. Joshua Kimmich in the way of that one. And Havertz there to just regain the possession for Germany here. It broke well down the right hand side there, Hungary, and the cutback. No one in the middle of that space. Sholai had to come off the left flank to find it. It was a loose ball, just completely free in the central area at the edge of the German box, and time and space for Roland Scholai to break into that area and take the shot, which was eventually stopped as Bola will give away a throw with a sliding challenge from the cross. Musiala. Gundogan tried to pass it on the spin there and give the ball away. Bola. Nice work from Scholai. Sprays it out to Kerkez on the left. Milos Kerkez. Dardoy. To Schaefer. Orban. Now to Kerkez. To Dardoy. Certainly a competitive first 16 minutes or so. Both sides showing their early weaponry. Well, that's a poor pass. That time by Dardoy. Here's Florian Wirtz. Now Musiala on the left. Looking for the cross. Will be popped behind that time by Attila Fiola. Will be a Germany corner. Swapped out to that left hand side. The last few moments as Jamal Musiala started on the right hand side, has drifted more towards the left in the last 5 minutes or so. Well, there's a lot of bodies in and around that 6-yard box. Both Hungary and Germany. Corner comes in, headed up. Bola that was clearing it away, and now the counter could be on here for Hungary. It's a long distance, and they have to come all the way back there. Better. Think you're going to go on the counter and then make sure you get your side up and allow them to get possession. Good work from Hungary there. Dardoy. Orban. To Fiola. To Bola. The most recent meeting between these two was in the UEFA Nations League. And Hansi Flick's Germany at that time were beaten 1-0 in Leipzig on that occasion. That was in September 2022. Scholai scoring the only goal in the 17th minute. That ended Hungary's 4-game winless run against Germany. It was their first victory against Germany since a 2-0 win in a friendly in Kaiserslautern in June 2004. An 18-year spell without a win against Germany that ended. And that was their most recent meeting. They've met 37 previous times, and pretty even in terms of the results out of that. Germany 13 wins, Hungary 12 wins, 12 draws. Havertz couldn't quite get it to Gundogan. Nice end between the lines there for Germany. Down the right hand side, Musiala. Gundogan with a give and go. Takes the touch. Havertz. And just couldn't reach it. Gundogan on the return. Unlucky. Really good idea. He was in the box. He was played onside. He was in a very good position. Just couldn't reach the pass from Kai Havertz. But thereabouts for Germany in the build-up there. In terms of goals scored, there's been certainly quite a number of goals between these two in their previous meetings. 74 goals for Germany, 68 for Hungary. That makes a combined total of 142 goals in their 37 games between each other. They like to score goals. And we're hoping for some goals here today. averaging 3.8 goals per game on their previous meetings. So if we stick to that point, we could have a very good game in our hands today. But so far, the defence is on top in the first 20 minutes. Still 0-0 here in Stuttgart. Rudiger. Musiala trying to find Joshua Kimmich. Does get the second chance at it. Musiala, and a lot of space in the middle. Gundogan over the top, but again, I think it was Dardoy that did enough to get that one away from danger, and Kerkez can clear it long. Germany coming straight back at Hungary here. Another ball in behind. That time it was Wirtz trying to find Havertz, but again, just ahead of the number 7 there. The Arsenal number 7. Well, the number 7 that plays for Arsenal. In terms of the stats so far, Germany are still dominating the ball. 69% of the possession so far, and that I would expect to continue. 3 shots apiece so far between the two. 2 on target for Germany, just the 1 on target for Hungary. Schalloy's effort in the first minute was the only shot on target for Hungary. Here's Rudiger. Wirtz gives it away to Kimmich. Forward now to Havertz, but closed down well there, Havertz. That was lovely from Rudiger to step in. And now here's Musiala. Tries to blend through for Gundogan, and the block in there. Really good defending. Referee's not giving the foul. It's won back by Germany, and it's forced in. Jamal Musiala, the first to react in there, just as Hungary thought they defended it well. Given back to Germany, and Jamal Musiala gives Germany the lead. That's his second goal in the tournament. He becomes the first player to score more than once in the tournament. The whole of match day 1, all different players scoring 1 goal each, and Musiala is the first to make it 2-2. Jamal Musiala. Again, it's nicely threaded through the middle again, and I can't see it. One of the defenders falls on the ball here for Hungary. Coming across, is it Orban? It looks to be, and then it's Gundogan, stays committed with it, wins it back. Willie Orban's claiming a foul. I don't think it is. Great from Gundogan, wins it back. Gulassi can't get to it. Does get a touch to it with his knee, flicked by Gundogan, and then Musiala side foots it, bouncing off the knee of Fiola and into the back of the net. Although the check from VAR, and the decision is a goal. So the goal stands. You were just checking that possible foul on Willie Orban there, but there's nothing in that. Seems a bit soft for me, and Jamal Musiala, the man to give Germany the lead. Scored the second goal for Germany in their 5-1 win over Scotland in match day 1, and has doubled, or has given Germany the lead here on this occasion against Hungary. There's a clash there. Oh, Milos Kerkez broke down the left-hand side and got sandwiched in between Antonio Rudiger and Robert Andrich. And Rudiger's gone down now. It's all a bit scrappy here. Hungary will get the free kick out of it though. Rudiger's getting treatment for the moment. So Musiala becomes the first player of the tournament to score more than once. And that was the stat I heard last night. It was like 34 goals in match day 1, all scored by different players. 34 different goal scorers in match day 1. Not a single player scored more than once. And of course in our earlier game, the exact same happened this afternoon. Croatia and Albania, all 4 scorers did not score on match day 1. So therefore, this game had the opportunity And Jamal Musiala got that. First to score twice. And again, his first one went into the roof of the net. That one deflected into the roof of the net off Viola. Barnes Varga's been given a yellow card for some reason. Dominik Szoboszlai is over this free kick for Hungary. It's about 23 yards wide on the left. It's certainly a shootable range. Or will he deliver it? He will go for goal! That's a strong save, but the follow-up is off the line. That is fabulous. Great save initially by Manuel Neuer, and a scramble off the line to clear it away from the rebound. Great technique by Szoboszlai, but a very good save, well matched by Manuel Neuer. Still one of the top keepers in the world, and that is exactly why. Gundogan felt he was pulled down there. The referee thinks... I think the referee's just stopped it again. Danny McAlealy is going to pull out a yellow card, and Antonio Rudiger's going to be booked for something as well. So Varga's been booked for arguing with the referee a moment ago, and Rudiger, I think, has been booked for the exact same thing. Yeah. Another yellow card. The referee, Danny McAlealy, is taking no prisoners today. It's not a bad... It's not one of the best from Szoboszlai, but it's certainly a very good strike. And a decent save, very good save by Manuel Neuer. Here's Gundogan! Oh, blocked. Viola got the block on that one. Got the break of the ball there, Gundogan, from nothing. That's your keepers there for in the big moments, to make the big saves. Manuel Neuer threw himself into his own net there to make sure that one stayed out. They got massive repros from Jonathan Tah and Joshua Kimmich in there. As Viola picks it up here from Varga. Bola. Naj. Viola dispossessed, but Naj well to win it back, but in doing so committing the foul. And it will be a free kick foul here on Mittelstadt from Adam Naj. Yeah, just come through the back of Mittelstadt there to win the ball. It is a foul. Nothing more than that, just a free kick. Well, as it stands, Germany would be heading to the knockouts. They will have they're the first side to have that chance out of the teams to play on match day 2. And they will secure that place if they win here this afternoon. They will go on to 6 points after 2 games. They will be uncatchable in terms of finishing outside the top 3. So therefore, would be uncatchable. Although, Hungary might have a say themselves here. Down the left-hand side, the ball comes across. Here's Szoboszlai! His shot is deflected behind for the corner. That was lovely on the counter for Hungary. Down the left-hand side, Naj made the run. And Szoboszlai striding onto it, took a touch and looked to just strike it into the bottom right corner with the left foot, and Jonathan Tah getting his body in the way to deflect it behind for a corner. Szoboszlai takes the corner. We hit the front post, but it falls to the back post, and the shot is low and hard, but blocked again by Tah. Oh, and Naj now. Stolen away from him by Musiala, but he just ran out of room there, Jamal Musiala. Carried it across the sideline, out for a Hungary throw. Bowler to take this throw in. To find Varga, and Varga heads it off a German player, out for another throw. Fiola. Back to Orban. Now Dardoy out to Milos Kerkez. Szoboszlai back to Kerkez. 30 minutes gone here in Stuttgart. Germany 1, Hungary 0, but Hungary have responded well to going behind. Had one or two very good opportunities in front of goal since then. Dominik Szoboszlai with both. One saved and one deflected behind for a corner, so starting to impose himself on this one. Szoboszlai, the Hungarian captain. Tried to play down the right hand side there. Hungarian dispossessed. Now I like Mittelstadt to break forward. Musiala back in the midfield to Toni Kroos. Ta across to Rudiger. Joshua Kimmich. Musiala. Mittelstadt with the cross deep into the box. Joshua Kimmich was closest, but had to clear it away there by Dardoy. Wirtz. Rudiger. Out wide to Joshua Kimmich. Back to Rudiger. Across the top. Chip ball in behind, looking for the run of Joshua Kimmich, and Willie Orban there to get the clearance. Sorry, Dardoy got the clearance, apologies. Again, a very good clearance because Joshua Kimmich was bombing into that box. Andrik. Wirtz. Down the left-hand side it comes now. Musiala. Edge of the box, making it work again, and the chip ball over the top there by Andrik. Too much to find Gundogan. Goal kick. But don't forget, we have one more game to show you after this one, and it's also in Group A, and it will be a crucial match later on. Scotland to try and rescue their hopes of anything out of this group. They face Switzerland, 8 o'clock. Tonight on LFS. Do not want to miss that one. Steve Clarke's side looking to get something. They've played the hardest team in the group, Scotland, already, Germany. They have Switzerland next and then Hungary on match day 3. And if Hungary get anything out of this, or Scotland get anything out of their game later, that game between Scotland and Hungary could be a battle for 3rd place and could get a scraping to get out of 3rd place and get out of the group. You never know. 33 gone. Germany with that 1-goal lead. Jamal Musiala's goal. The difference. As I said, Hungary had responded well, but Germany starting to really regain a bit of control on the game and start to pose more of a threat now, once again. Lovely footwork from Wirtz there. Couldn't find the pass to Gundogan, but really good footwork to evade the challenge. Schaefer tried to do the same, and the referee's just going to give Hungary the free kick here for a bit of a late foul in there. Marco Rossi, the Hungary head coach, just sharing a bit of information to his side. Lovely footwork from Florian Wirtz. Wonderful. I called him the master of the Bundesliga in my first game when he scored. He made a master and was a masterful player. Masterful performance against Scotland. Lit up the pitch. And that footwork was certainly part of it. Lassie to clear. Varga tried to flick it on, but no one there to meet it, and the German centre-backs can just retake the control of the game. Jonathan Tah, 28-year-old Bayer Leverkusen midfielder, won the league with Leverkusen, of course, this season. Him and Florian Wirtz in this side, lifting the Bundesliga trophy under Xabi Alonso's management. Burst into the side on the international stage because of their major performances. Wonderful displays throughout the season in the Bundesliga. The first ever side to be unbeaten in a Bundesliga season were Bayer Leverkusen. Cross comes into the box there from, I think that was, trying to see who that was on the far side. It's headed behind though by Milos Kerkez. Yeah, Joshua Kimmich was the one threatening at the back post. Couldn't see the cross come in from there for Germany. Nonetheless, it's gone for a corner. Those last ditch moments, Hungary have defended well. Now they have a corner to defend. 5 Germans in and around the 6-yard box here. Hungary trying to pile their bodies in as well. It's a really kind of crowded area. Hungary have 6 players in the 6-yard box. Corner whipped in again. Headed away by one of those 6. Rebound. The shot by Mittelstadt was well defended, or well cleared away, well blocked. Neuer. That's wonderful. Fabulous flick by Kroos. So now Wirtz. Havertz. Andrik. Joshua Kimmich. Switched out to the left. Here's Mittelstadt. Ball across, and the header behind there from Dordoi. Better from Germany there. Mittelstadt just broke into a nice space down that left hand side. Just fed it across nicely into the danger zone. Had to be headed behind that time by Dordoi for the corner. Tony Kroos to take again. And swinging corner. And headed away. Comes straight back to out to the edge of the box. Joshua Kimmich now on the right. Chips it to the back post. Tah was waiting. Up and won the header was Bola. Tah picks it up on the far left. Mittelstadt. Now Musiala. Gonna swerve his way through. Here's Musiala. Willie Orban coming across to defend, and he's going to get the free kick there, Willie Orban, for the contact between him and Musiala. Musiala doesn't agree, feels it's a bit harsh. He did really good work slaloming his way through like there was no one in his wake. Destroyed Milos Kerkez there, and Willie Orban was taking none of that. Come flying across to kick it out. And he won the free kick out of it, Willie Orban. Well, the point I'd made, and I was making off air about an hour ago, was all the games have been very close so far. There's not been a game where, other than Germany against Scotland in the opening night, where it's been a complete destruction of a team. They've all been quite confidently close in terms of showing in a game. Scotland are probably the only team out of the 24 that just haven't shown anything, and they'll have their opportunity once again tonight to show what they can offer. Germany have shown quite a lot. Here's Wirtz. Mittelstadt. Again, well closed down that time. Bola involved. That's a short pass back though. And had to rescue that for the corner there. Hungary played it into their own trouble there. I think it was Soberslai that passed it back a bit short to Bola. Got themselves in trouble there, Hungary. And they have another corner to defend. And that will be Germany's 6th corner of the game. Hungary have had 3. Certainly a lot of set pieces. Kroos to take. 40 minutes up. 5 to go in the first half, and Germany again crowding that 6-yard box. Kroos with a delivery. Headed on almost into his own net there. Goodness me, Barnabas Varga almost scoring an own goal. Really good cross by Tony Kroos. Fantastic delivery. Barnabas Varga was kind of pushed there and saw him almost headed into his own net. That is ever so close. Goes straight out for another corner on the opposite side this time. And Barnabas Varga can hope if he gets up this time that he heads it the opposite direction. Right-footed delivery. Havertz was the target, cleared away. Here's Wirtz. Picks it up on the edge of the box, and as the strike seen over the bar by Florian Wirtz. Saw that one skying over the bar. Wirtz there. Again, Hungary playing themselves into trouble. Andrik. Wirtz. Rudiger. Has been another pretty comfortable first half in terms of the balance of things for Germany. Hungary have had a few glimpses. They could be happy. They've been the better side overall, Germany, and they do have that lead. So if they go in at half time, I'd say they'd be pretty pleased with what they've shown, but maybe wanting to add another goal or two to the tally. As the cross comes in from Mittelstadt, very deep. Failed to be dealt with by any of the Hungary players in there. Comes right back out to Musiala. It's committed there from Dardoy to clear it away, but straight back to Germany possession. Rudiger. Goes by Kimmich. Right to Kroos. Gundogan in between the lines. Better play. Quicker passing, but Hungary trying to crowd out those central areas, but when Germany play it a lot quicker, that Hungary just cannot keep pace with them. Mittelstadt. In this game to their own tempo, Germany. Times their own tempo can be a rate of knots, or it can be at a snail's pace. It all depends. They're not in a massive hurry. Don't want to rush things. Kroos to Rudiger. Flick back in field by Musiala. Strange whistle in the stadium there. Wasn't from the referee. I think the players seemed a bit confused there for a moment. Here's Wirtz. Musiala! Oh! Everyone inside the stadium thought that one hit the top corner, but hit the side netting. Goodness me. Unleashed a rocket there, Musiala. Very deceiving. Footed. It comes crashing off the side netting. But from distance there, for a slight second, it looked like it came crashing in the top corner. Will be a corner. Took a deflection on the way through. Kroos with a delivery. Header clear. Front post. Well, certainly, just certainly that looked for a split second to be in from Musiala. Just hit the side netting, but half the stadium celebrated in that moment. Then they realised it came bouncing up the side netting and it went quiet again, but certainly showing his talent. Jamal Musiala. Cross comes in from Mittelstadt, but all the way through and out the other end. No one there to meet it. 45 minutes have been surpassed. And we will have 2 added minutes at the end of the first half as a minimum. 2 more minutes. Just that confirmation then from the 4th official holding up the board there. I'd say there is something for Hungary to build upon. Oh, the counter-attack here. Varga does well to stay in control and will get the free kick out of it. Referee's given Hungary the free kick here, to the disbelief of Joshua Kimmich there. Varga was battling. Kimmich was trying to get to the ball, and Varga did really well at holding him off, but that's not a foul. I think that's very soft. I mean, I think Varga was already leaning back into Joshua Kimmich and he just fell down. I don't think that was a foul, but referee thought it was. Free kick to Hungary. One for Soboslai to take. This will be a great way to end the first half. Soboslai with the delivery, flicked on, and big save, but the rebound is in. But the flag's up against Roland Shalai. Celebrated for a couple of seconds there, Shalai, before he looked over and saw the flag was in the air. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, the header at the front post. It was Orban, I think. Was offside, so yeah. The VAR is checking. Yeah, Willie Orban's the one that was offside, so no goal. But there we are. Hungary came very close. But there's certainly that threat. I said they could end the half with a bit of promise, and saying that they've had a few glimpses of moments. Soboslai with 1 or 2 attempts, but big saves from Manuel Neuer denied them. They would certainly go in at half-time a lot happier than they were against Switzerland. Scoreline not as bad, but the performance certainly much better from Hungary, both in and out of possession. And there's the half-time whistle. It's not been the complete kind of run over that maybe some predicted coming into it, but as has been the theme with this competition so far, this tournament, it's certainly not out of the water, not out of the realms of possibility of a comeback. Half-time in Stuttgart, the host Germany, leading by 1-0 against Hungary. Analysis on the way next. Nice ball in behind for Saka. Saka looking for the cross, headed on and in! What a header by Jude Bellingham! That's a lovely bit of work. And Bellingham with a booted header. No keeper stopping that one. And that is England taking the lead with practically their first chance of the game. And you can see that all the full best goal reactions of match day 1 of the European Championships out now on YouTube. That goal from Bellingham, amongst many other classic goals out of the 34 that was scored on match day 1, available now on the LFS YouTube channel. Right, half-time in Stuttgart. I forgot what I was doing there. Germany leading by a goal to nil at the break. The hosts 1-0 up through Jamal Musiala, the first player to score more than once at the tournament so far. And he's took it really nicely. But it's all kind of a switch off from Hungary. They thought they defended the position. Willie Orban thought he was fouled. He was pushed over. Gundogan kept the challenge alive, kept the attack alive, and played it back to... Just seeing here. Played it back to Jamal Musiala in a space. He took the strike, deflected off the leg of Fiola and into the roof, and then it went for 1-0. Germany at that point were in control. They were dominating the game. Hungary actually had the first chance of the game with a nice through ball. It was Roland Schalai. Joshua Kimmich got it pipped off his toe at the edge of the box, and Schalai one-on-one with Manuel Neuer. Neuer made himself big and made the save within inside the first 20 seconds of the game. Hungary had a decent first few minutes, but in the end, Germany got in control, started to take a bit of pressure on the game and put pressure on the Hungary defence, and they finally broke through after 22 minutes. They then kind of fell off a slight bit. Hungary kind of got back into the game just after Germany scored. They started to create chances themselves. They got a nice free kick that Dominik Szoboszlai hit on target. Nice save by Manuel Neuer to deny him. Then a shot a bit after that. Dominik Szoboszlai in again, edge of the box, struck with his left foot, came off Jonathan Tah to deflect for a corner. So there was promise. After going 1-0 down for Hungary, there was promise. They were in the game and certainly starting to create chances. One or two good opportunities to deny them. But it's not been a complete run over or a complete kind of one of those ones where Hungary have been completely out of the game. It's completely different to the Switzerland game. In that Switzerland game, they weren't on their game. They weren't playing well in or out of possession. They have no chances. They weren't clicking well. They weren't getting their captain on the ball, Szoboszlai. But it's completely different in this first half. He's having a bit of control. He's certainly pinging a few passes about in Hungary. When they do get on the ball, it is still a rare occasion, but when they do get on the ball, they are at least causing Germany a threat. And at the other end, out of possession, they're controlling the spaces, they're covering the spaces, and then allowing Germany major amounts of chances. Although for a moment there, we thought Jamal Musiala had scored a second of the day. That one that came off the outside side netting, that for a moment, half of the stadium thought it had found the top corner. Hungary did put the ball in the net just before half-time. It was from a free kick. Szoboszlai's whipped ball in, flicked on at the front post by Willie Orban, and the save by Manuel Neuer, rebounded back out to Roland Schalai, who headed it in. But in the first instant, Willie Orban, who flicked it on at the front post, was offside, so the goal was disallowed quite quickly by the semi-automated offsides that are in play here for the European Championships, and so far it's worked really well. We've had no real big offside delays at all, really, in the tournament. A goal, if it's offside or onside, the decision's been made very swiftly and very efficiently, which is good to see, that we don't want any of these VAR delays taking away from the game. The decisions made and play on. But it's been a good first half, I'd have to say. Germany had very good moments, were looking really threatening. I mean, Florian Wirtz has had a couple of opportunities. Even early in the game, Kai Havertz was actually getting in, those runs in behind. It was one of the long balls, I remember. He actually had a really good chance. It was a nice ball in behind, and it's one of those ones where Willie Orban thinks he's got it covered. He's kind of holding his man off, and Kai Havertz just gets around him, uses his shoulder to kind of manoeuvre him out of the way, and takes the strike straight at Peter Galassi at the short angle. Really good reactionary save by the Hungarian keeper, but that was probably Kai Havertz's best chance of the game. He kind of faded as the half went on. They were more finding space down the wings and in the wide areas, Germany, later as the half went on, less in the more central areas and less with those balls in behind. Gundogan had one or two opportunities as well, so they've certainly got players on the ball that they can threaten and have threatened in that first half. They just haven't added to their 1-goal advantage, which they did very well against Scotland in the first game. But we always knew this was going to be a different dynamic. It wasn't going to be as easy or as a clean run for Germany as expected, as ended up happening in the Scotland game. So it's going to be a much tighter game, much tighter second half, of course. Germany cruised the second half really against Scotland. They did concede, but they were against 10-man Scotland, so they were pretty hopeless in trying to stop them. And some classic goals from Germany in that second half. But it's going to be a lot harder in this second half for them. Hungary energised, kind of up for this one, and certainly competitive in the game. Well, certainly wouldn't put Hungary out of a chance of getting something out of this one. And they definitely need it. Having lost the first game, they do need, you think, on the basis of things, you do need something, at least a point, out of one of your last 2 games. And 4 points is the commonly accepted points tally to try and get out of the group. Even if it is one of the best thirds. And Hungary are going to need to conjure up something in this second half if they're going to want to get on the points on the board. And get up and running at Euro 2024. They will have Scotland to face on match day 3, which will be a tough one. If Scotland get anything out of their game, it will be a real straight battle for a possible third spot for either of those 2 teams when that comes around. Stats from that first half then, just to bring you up to date. Very little to separate the 2 sides in terms of the big numbers. The possession's probably been the biggest parity of that first half. 72% possession for Germany to Hungary's 28%. Both have had 2 big chances in that first half. Germany 8 shots to Hungary 7, both with 3 shots on target. So very similar stats on that front in the final third in that first half. Germany, of course, the only difference is they have the lead. In terms of passing from that first half as well, Germany have dominated that. 380 passes to Hungary's 150. In terms of accurate passes, 355 for Germany, at 124 for Hungary. So there we are. That's how we look at half-time in terms of chances created. Actually, in terms of XG, is the last one I'll mention on the stats. Germany have a lower XG than Hungary. So XG, the chances you've created, what is the expected number of goals that you should have scored by the chances you've created. And in terms of the chances from that first half, according to the XG, Hungary have created more better goal-scoring chances than Germany in that first half. 0.75 XG to Germany's 0.66. Very little between the 2 sides. Right, second half should be getting underway in about 5 minutes or so in Stuttgart. Don't forget, later this evening, the Tartan Army are out and proud in Cologne for this evening's game between them and Switzerland. And it's a do-or-die game you would must feel for Scotland. They need to get something, I would say, out of this one. And maybe something out of the final game against Hungary if they're going to try and progress to the knockout stages. Maybe the top 2 might be out of their grasp, but one thing that wouldn't be out of their grasp would be a third-place playoff if they get something from their final 2 game, the third place progression, I mean. At the moment, they are bottom of the group as it stands. Scotland, having conceded the most goals, and goal difference could be another factor in the outcome of who gets out of this group. Germany look to be cruising out of the group. As I said, if they win this game, they will secure a knockout place at Germany this evening. They'll be on 6 points, higher than anyone else. Right, second half from Stuttgart on the way in just a moment. Do stay with us. Nice ball in behind for Saka. Saka looking with a cross, headed on and in. What a header by Jude Bellingham. That's a lovely bit of work. And Bellingham with a booted header. No keeper stopping that one. And that is England taking the lead with practically their first chance of the game. Welcome back to Euro 2024 live. Half-time in our second game of the day between Germany and Hungary. It is 1-0 to the hosts, and another Group A game to come for you. As I mentioned, Scotland take on Switzerland tonight in Cologne for their battle for a win at the Euros. Scotland. Switzerland, they got off to a winning start. They'll be hoping to build on that and themselves. If both Germany and Switzerland win this evening, they will both qualify for the knockout stages, meaning Hungary and Scotland will have to battle out for a possible third place. That would be the case, but that all comes down to the fact that even if a win on the final day for either Scotland or Hungary would be enough, but we're talking in hypotheticals for the moment. Tomorrow is an even more exciting prospect as well. Some very exciting games for you tomorrow. You'll not want to miss those. We start with Slovenia against Serbia from 2 tomorrow. Slovenia, who got that draw to Denmark, and Serbia, who were just narrowly beaten by England in the end. They're very close games. They battle it out at 2 o'clock tomorrow. Then Denmark takes on England. England can secure a knockout place if they beat Denmark tomorrow from 5. And then Spain and Italy. The winner of that match can also secure a playoff or a knockout place tomorrow. If they both draw, they both could have a very good chance at seeing themselves in the knockouts. But you'll want to win to do that. Spain, Italy tomorrow from 8. So some cracker games for you tomorrow as well to come. Right, the players in the tunnel and almost ready to get back on the way in a moment or two. And it's going to be an exciting, interesting second half. Hungary with a bit of promise, a bit of belief about them that they can get something in this. But Germany will surely be determined, the hosts, to try and add to their already 1-goal lead in this second half. Lots of German colours as expected. They're the host nation, and their colours will be all over the country, obviously. A couple of them in those kind of purpley pinky shirts, which I didn't even know Germany had beforehand, but clearly they had insider information that I didn't have about that. I rate the kit. It's a different colour, it's nice. The Hungary side have been out for quite a while, quite a few minutes. Germany just making them wait a bit longer as they just re-enter the pitch. Julian Nagelsmann behind his side to join them on the pitch, well, on the sidelines anyway. I'm hoping that his side can make a 2-wins from 2 and qualify for the knockouts tonight. 45 minutes separate them away. Hungary in their way. Can Hungary get something out of this, or will Germany close down on a knockout place in their host Euros, their home Euros? And I think we'll see a lot more invention in this second half. I think we will see more attacking football. And here's Jamal Musiala to get us going within 20 seconds. Here's Musiala. Breaks into the box. Looked to cut it back, but Hungary had a couple of bodies in the way to close that one down. Fizzle that German attack out pretty quickly. Havertz. Back to Kroos, now Gundogan. Germany off to a positive start. Here's Mittelstadt. Verts. Gundogan. They will spray it out to the right hand side. Shot from distance. There from Rudiger. Took a deflection. Will be a corner. At least a shot there from distance, Antonio Rudiger. Saw the space open up and Willie Orban just stretching forward. Flicking it over the top. Behind for another corner. First of the second half here for Germany. Kroos to deliver. Left hand side. Right footed delivery. Gulaschi didn't get a clean touch on it. Will be a free kick though. There's a foul in there, so Hungary will get the free kick. Yeah, just a tug on Attila Fiola there by Kai Havertz. I mean, he blatantly tugged him and then did that. Oh, I did nothing to the referee kind of thing, but the referee spotted it. No tricking Danny McAlee there. Free kick, Hungary. Well, there are 8 of the Hungary players that have or do play in Germany, and that have either played in Germany before or are still playing in Germany. The ones that are still in Germany: Peter Gulaschi at Leipzig, Willi Orban also at Leipzig, Roland Salai at Freiburg, Andras Schäfer at Union Berlin, Attila Salai, who's on the bench, he's with Hoffenheim, and also Martin Dardoy with Hertha Berlin. Dardoy's been with Hertha Berlin for 13 years, which is some long time. Soberslai. Nice Schäfer out wide. Kerkez looking for the cross. Blocked behind for the corner off Joshua Kimmich. Dominic Soberslai, obviously, of course, was a Leipzig man too before joining Liverpool last season. And Laszlo Kleinheisler was the other one, who was with Werder Bremen and unknown at Darmstadt before as well. But 8 of those either have played in Germany or still play in Germany. Soberslai's corner. Delivered, glanced away across by a German body. The German head. It will be a Hungary throw. Actually, it's a German throw. The assistant has flagged the opposite direction. I thought that was going out for a Hungary throw there. And Bendeguez Bola thought as well. But it will be a throw to Germany in their own half. Well, Julian Nagelsmann coached Peter Gulaschi and Willi Orban at Leipzig from 2019 to 2021 as well. So there's history there between 2 of Hungary's players and the German manager. Oh, Szoboszlai threatening. So there's still the run down the left-hand side. Keke is back round the corner. Szoboszlai infield. As Schäfer trying to break into the box, and just battling back there was Robert Andrich, and Schäfer just giving away the free kick there, allowing Germany to break out. Yeah, Andrich did very well to block it off from Schäfer the first time and the second, and then recover the ball really nicely and have Schäfer to pull back at him, winning the free kick. Really good defending by Robert Andrich there. Well, Hungary's qualifying was an unbeaten qualifying. Rossi, who's been in charge since 2018, they won Group G at Euro 2024 qualifying. They remained unbeaten in their 8 matches, winning 5 and drawing 3 of them, and they secured their place here in the finals with a 2-2 draw home draw against Bulgaria in their penultimate fixture. They finished 4 points above runners-up Serbia. And it's their first game ever in their history in Stuttgart, Hungary. We'll hear a lot of that throughout the tournament. Country's first games in certain cities. Getting a full flavour of the German culture. And the amount of host cities that we have. Some very good, well-known cities and some lesser known. Gelsenkirchen would probably be one of the least well-known. It's where we saw England and Serbia play on Sunday night. And Schalke's ground. Schalke Stadium in Gelsenkirchen. Here's Toni Kroos to Ta Musiala. Jamal Musiala out to the right hand side of Joshua Kimmich. Now around the corner to find Wirtz. Back to Kimmich. Rudiger lifts it into the box. Headed away by Fiola, who committed himself to that header. Got it cleared. It's Schaefer here. Does really well. Nice skill from Schaefer to get the ball forward as Varga breaks down the left. Cross in the middle. Nice touch there. Round the corner finds Soboslai. Just gonna hit that maybe one, but Schaefer keeps the possession and just well closed down there by Ta there to come across. Good defending by Germany. Hungary with a good area there. Here's Joshua Kimmich. Now Havertz. Back to Kimmich. Wirtz. Andrik. To Wirtz. Ta. Right to the left. Find Mittelstadt. Rudiger. Jonathan Ta. Mittelstadt. Nice work from Musiala. Turns to find Gundogan. Gundogan around the corner. Finds Wirtz. Havertz into the box. And again well closed down by Willie Orban, who got in the way. Does clear his lines well. Finds his teammate. And the ball dumped up the pitch. Thumped up the pitch, not dumped. A Mittelstadt back and assured a secured possession for Germany. Here's Florian Wirtz. Ta. Mittelstadt. Kroos through the lines. Laid off by Kimmich. Rudiger back to Joshua Kimmich. Now behind by Gundogan, who run into the box. Gundogan trying to weave his way through. Gulassi with a save. The shot deflected and caught by Gulassi. Kroos with a shot from distance there. Really nice work from Gundogan in the box. Weaved his way through. Squared it across. Gulassi with a save and then bounced out to Toni Kroos, who's had a shot deflected. Gundogan in behind again. Havertz was battling. The keeper doesn't come for it. The defender does well and gets the free kick off Kai Havertz. Havertz running in behind again. It's not confident defending again. Peter Gulassi just very hesitant to come forward out of his own kind of 6-yard area there. He should have been flying out for that one. He does his job the right way, he would say. Makes those big saves when he needs to. He's made a couple of good saves so far, Peter Gulassi. Very experienced goalkeeper. He's played everywhere and anywhere, really, in terms of clubs. But has been at Leipzig for a long time. Oh, here come Hungary forward. Oh, cleared away by Ta. And then Schaefer's poor ball out wide. Goes out for the throw. Well, Peter Galassi, who started his career at the MTK Hungary under-19 side. He then moved to Liverpool for £196,000 in September 2008. He went on loan a couple of times for Liverpool and eventually finished his loan at Hull halfway through the 11-12 season. Came back to Liverpool, then moved to Red Bull Salzburg in 2013 on a free, and then joined Leipzig in 2015 for £2.2 million, and has been at RB Leipzig ever since. 9 years it will be this summer since he joined RB Leipzig back then for £2.2 million, and has made quite a number of appearances since. Ta with good defending there against Dominik Szoboszlai. Really strong defending, and it will be a Hungarian throw. Well, Peter Galassi made one previous Euros appearance back in 2021. Played 3 games. Started all 3 games. Didn't keep a clean sheet in that competition. Changes incoming here. Oh, Kai Havertz doesn't look happy. He's coming off, and Florian Wirtz as well. So Wirtz and Havertz are coming off, and Nicholas Füllkrug and Leroy Sané are coming on. Füllkrug, who rifled Germany's 4th goal into the corner of the net against Scotland on the opening game. Havertz, who doesn't look in the best of moods, but I mean, he can't complain. He hasn't done very much, especially in the second half. So Boschlei across, and Salah stuck the leg out for it, and he just struck it wide. Referee saw no deflection. Hungary, though, were claiming for it, but nothing coming from the referee there. Hungary are still very much in the mix here. And that's why Julian Nagelsmann has made those changes. He wants his side to find the net again. Just give them a bit of a breather in the game. Get that second goal, settle themselves, and see out this victory. But the longer it stays at 1-0, the more tentative it will become, the more tense it will become, and the more Hungary will believe that they can get back into the game. And that's exactly what Julian Nagelsmann wants to avoid. Mittelstadt. Nice. Musiala has the shot. Took it a slight deflection, but it will find the hands of Peter Galassi, who I was talking about. I interrupted my little speech on Galassi. 34-year-old. As I said, he didn't keep a clean sheet in any of his 3 games at the last Euros. At the moment, he's on course to follow that suit. No clean sheets in his first 2. Varga with the ball in. Oh! Header wide. That's a lovely chance for Hungary. What an opportunity for Barnabas Varga to level the game. He got a goal in the first match, Hungary's only goal of the competition so far against Switzerland. And he missed the header there. A huge opportunity. And that will do no problems to the Hungarian confidence, but it will certainly make the German fans a bit more nervous. Deep cross coming in from Germany there, but wasteful. Straight into the hands of Galassi. Hungary starting to grow a bit more. They look more comfortable on the ball. Something they've really failed to do in that first game against Switzerland. They just could not get comfortable in passing and possession at all in that first game against Switzerland. Just seen that lovely from Roland Shalai. Fabulous cross, and Barnabas Varga up for the header. Just cannot direct it in the net. Leaning back, and it's... I mean, it reminds me of Cristiano Ronaldo, that type of technique where he's arching his back to head it down, but he just heads it ballooned off his head and out for the goal kick. But another good opportunity. Marco Rossi looked even more frustrated on the sidelines. Knew how good a chance that was, but it will grow, and he will feel it. There are more chances in this one for his side. In Germany, the longer it stays at 1-0, the more it will feel like that. Musiala. They have lots of individuals that can change a game. And here's one of them, Musiala. High and wide. Not too bad that from Jamal Musiala, who's been the most threatening player for Germany all afternoon. He's been probably one of the only front three that has looked to find the net. He already has. And he's constantly dribbling and moving and passing in and around the areas. Like so threatening, so hard to stop. Already has scored, and he's had a couple of opportunities to add to his tally in this game so far, but just not yet for Jamal Musiala. That's why he's the only one of the starting front three that remains on the pitch. Havertz and Wirtz both off because they've really offered very little in the second half, and the only one that's continued to threaten is Jamal Musiala. Hungary on the ball again. It's a foul. Barnabas Varga. Foul there. Free kick. Well, despite Hungary trailing here and having lost that game against Switzerland, they've only lost one other game other than that Switzerland game in any game dating back to September 2022, and that was in an international friendly in the warm-ups against Ireland on the 4th of January in the warm-ups for the Euros. They had an incredible unbeaten run up to that point. They were unbeaten in, listen to this, 14 straight matches. Hungary before lost to Ireland, then they won against Israel in their final warm-up game, and then lost to Switzerland. They have a corner here on the right-hand side though. Dominik Szoboszlai to take the corner. Right-hand side, they're going to make a change in a moment as well, Hungary. It's going to be Laszlo Kleinheisler who's going to come on. He's going to come on now, actually. And Adam Naj is going to come off. So Naj off in midfield, and Kleinheisler coming on in his place. Szoboszlai trying to get the crowd going. Those Hungary fans on this side of the pitch, this end of the stadium. Referee sorting a few things out as Szoboszlai lifts it into the box. The header the delivery just a bit high for anyone's head in there. As Kerkez trying to keep it alive, and just couldn't keep it in there. The pace on it just carried it out for the goal kick, but not for the want of trying there from Milos Kerkez. Still very tight. 26 minutes remain. Germany 1, Hungary 0. Ball over the top there. Sané on the run, but well marshalled, well tracked by Prigalashi, who saw the ball and gathered it really comfortably. Well, that change from Hungary, their first change of the game, is the same change that was made in the first game. Did come off the bench, Kleinheisler, in that game against Switzerland. Played a total of 23 minutes in that one, so came on a bit later than he's just done. And he has a lot of experience himself. 30-year-old. This is his third European Championships. So has the experience at this level to add to the team. There's quite a lot of experience at club level as well. Currently playing at Hajduk Split in Croatia. Was on loan at Hajduk Split for the second half of the season just gone, and back with Panathinaikos, where he plays his football normally. Oh, Sané cross. Fulkrug was there, and Musiala picks it up on the far side. Here's Mittelstadt. Now back to Kroos. Here's Mittelstadt. Goes for the cross. Header half cleared. Back out it comes though to Rudiger. Kroos. Musiala. Round the corner finds Mittelstadt. Cross back. Gundogan 2-0. Swiper of a goal from İlkay Gundogan. And the German captain doubles the German lead. And they're just 24 minutes away from the knockout stages being confirmed for the hosts. They were in a bit of a worry that Hungary could have found their way back into the game. They were threatening, they were posing a few problems up the other end. But leave it to their captain, İlkay Gundogan, to do the business, to find the second goal, to relieve the pressure of the Germany side. They moved it really nicely in and around the box. They came down the left-hand side and a really nice cutback. Lovely fed ball by Musiala to Mittelstadt on the left, who struck it back into the middle. Found completely free İlkay Gundogan, who slotted it into the bottom right corner. Really nice goal. 2-0 to Germany. And the hosts are moments away from the knockout stages with one game to spare. And Hungary find themselves in the same position they did against Switzerland. Having played a lot better, still find themselves with the same scoreline. Having to come from 2-0 down to get something out of the game. There's more than enough time to do so. They need to take their chances. That's a nice ball out wide to Szoboszlai. Body slowly arriving into the box. Szoboszlai taking his time. Cut it back to Bola. In and around the box here. Again, well closed down. Schaefer. As Germany have it back with Ta. Rudiger. But that was a big goal for Germany. That second goal is massive relief for them. Said how the longer it went on, it was 1-0, the more confidence Hungary would get and the more tentative Germany would get. That just allows them to breathe a sigh of relief and just kind of calm themselves a bit more, be more comfortable in the match. Here's Sané. Want to add to their... Oh, Joshua Kimmich's shot deflected and it comes swiping across, flashing across goal here. Joshua Kimmich, right-footed strike, and a slight deflection. It come flashing the way through. Not too far away there from Joshua Kimmich. And the home crowd singing loud and clear. And in a joyous mood. It's just lovely. I mean, it looks like it's club football. Gundogan. Talk about Barcelona and the lovely football that they play. Just so similar to what Barcelona do. Play down the wing and cut the back end of the box and just waiting for that player to strike it on. And Gundogan has done that both at Barcelona and he did it beforehand at Manchester City as well. Arriving into the box to strike into the net. Really nice goal. Really well taken by İlkay Gundogan. And the German captain doubling the German lead, as I said. That was a good line. Gundogan, who has scored 19 goals for Germany. The Barcelona midfielder. 78th appearance this afternoon. That's a foul. A bit heavy by Szoboszlai on Musiala. Free kick will go the way of the German youngster. Not playing like a youngster, hasn't played like a youngster for a very long time. Jamal Musiala, 21, his 30th international appearance. here this afternoon. Scored 2 goals previously. He's got 2 goals in 2 games for his country. Robert Andrik is going to make way. And so will Jamal Musiala. So Andrik and Musiala coming off. Jamal Musiala will leave the pitch as the competition's highest scorer so far. And the substitutions are going to be Chris Furyk and Emre Can. So Can and Furyk on for Musiala and Andrik. As Kroos will take this free kick. Squared it across. Mittelstadt. Chipped into the box by Joshua Kimmich, but into the hands of Peter Galassi, who looked pretty calm in there. We have a couple of players on the pitch now, Germany, that scored the goals against Scotland. Musiala was the player that scored the second goal against Scotland. Havertz scored the third, but the 4th and 5th scorers are on the pitch now. Nicholas Füllkrug, who scored the 4th, and Emre Can, who wrapped up the scoring. That made it 5 on opening night in Munich. Joshua Kimmich. It's all about the last game, it seems, for Hungary then. It might not even be enough if they win against Scotland on the final game. Might not be enough to get the best 3rd place. Of course, we will see heading into the match day 3 what is needed and who could take those 4 out of those 6 spots. The best 3rds will not know until the final group game is played this time next week. Who will be the 4 best 3rds? That's probably the best that Hungary can hope for heading into that one. It's what they would need. If Switzerland win tonight, it would be mathematically impossible for either Scotland or Hungary to get higher than 3rd. If Scotland win tonight, Scotland will go on at level with Switzerland on points, 3 behind Germany, both of those teams. Hungary will be bottom. Sané's shot is saved. If Scotland win tonight, they will be level on points with Switzerland. Hungary will be bottom, and it would mean Hungary would need to go into the final day needing a win against Scotland and hoping that Germany beats Switzerland so that they could win on goal difference. But of course, head-to-heads is the big one. That could be the big problem for Hungary, and a 3rd place is probably the best they can hope for. At this stage, the feeling is you might need to get something at least 4 points out of 9. And Hungary, as it stands, will not mathematically be able to do that if they lose this. Only be able to get 3. Which most would feel is not enough, but it could be. Remember. Oh! Shot comes off. Gulaschi makes a good save. Just thought it was going to sneak in there by Leroy Sané. Nice strike, right footed, right through a few legs, and Gulaschi's right hand got in the way of it. Parried it wide for the corner, but nice strike by Leroy Sané. We've seen him do a couple of those at club level. Had a decent shot a bit earlier that was saved as well. Hungary are going to make double changes. So I'll tell you about those now, actually. So, coming off is going to be Milos Kerkez and Bendeguez Bola. And coming on in their places are going to be Martin Adam and Schlott Naj. So Schlott Naj and Martin Adam are coming on. And I've replaced Milos Kerkez and Bendeguez Bola, both wing backs, coming off there for Hungary. Kroos with a corner, whipped in. A good strong right hand from Gulaschi to clear it away. Gundogan will chase, win it, finds Sané on the right hand side. Back to Gundogan. Mittelstadt. He run out of room and completely broke down there, but he felt that he was fouled, and the referee agrees. Free kick will go the way of Germany here. Maximilian Mittelstadt. It's Martin Adam. It stepped across. Yeah, he just clipped his left foot there and completely unbalanced the German man. And that will be a free kick. Clearly. As I've mentioned multiple times, you'll probably be sick of me here saying about it, but I have to mention it. One more game to come. Scotland take on Switzerland tonight, 8 o'clock. As Scotland look to keep their hopes of a possible chance of a knockout stage alive. That's 8 o'clock. Free kick here. Shot taken by Sané, but well over the bar by the number 19 for Germany. Leroy Sané always determined to strike. Always determined to try and find the net. A decent season with Bayern Munich in the Bundesliga. 8 goals and 27 appearances in the Bundesliga. In the season just gone, 2 goals in the 12 Champions League games. So a decent return, but not what the highest that we've seen from him. He's lit up the big stage. Bundesliga was led up by Bayer Leverkusen players in the season just past. Bayern were the bridesmaid for once in a German title race, and not the bride, as they say. Dortmund felt that they were always going to be the bridesmaid. They always usually are. Always finishing second. Not that season. Here's Furyk. Forward to Gundogan. Running the bodies. Closed down well there. Hungary again just can't get really up the pitch at the moment, as Sané has it back now. Can. Wide on the right hand side. Back to Emre Can. Rudiger. To Ta. Furyk. In the spaces. Continuing to play the ball wide. Sané. Back it comes to Joshua Kimmich. It's Kroos. Headed back infield by Sané. Joshua Kimmich across to Gundogan. Now back to Ta. Nice 1-2 there between Füllkrug and Toni Kroos there, but free kick will be given. There's a bit of a tug in there on a Hungary player, so the referee will give Hungary the free kick. There's the former German coach. Just saw a shot of the former German coach. You know, the one that likes to pick, shall we say. Let's say he likes to pick certain things in certain body parts. But we'll not go there. Because that was quite revolting when you used to see him doing that. That was awful. Well, don't even. The new German coach, the current German coach, a lot more civilised and sophisticated on the sidelines. Joachim Löw used to go searching. He definitely used to go digging around for something. Awful to watch. You used to see the shots of him. He was just really going for it on the sidelines. Here comes the counter here from Germany. Can, nice ball down the left. Here's Furyk. Working the space, trying to square it or strike across goal, but well wide that one. I'll not return to my previous comment because genuinely it will make me... It's revolting. Genuinely revolting. It couldn't go much better at the moment for what it is for Germany. Really is going as well as it could. This will now be it would be their 5th win in the last 6 matches. The last time they were beaten Germany was against Austria in November of 2023. 2-0 they were beaten. That was back-to-back defeats between Austria and then Turkey before that beat them. That was in international friendlies. Of course, they haven't had a qualifying campaign, obviously, Germany. They're hosts. They had quite a lot of international friendlies in 2023 and in 2024 as well. They've played a total of 15 friendlies dating back to March 2023, and they have lost 6 of those. So not the most convincing form, but their recent form in the last few months has been much more exciting and much more promising. Unbeaten in 2024, Germany, and that run seems to be continuing this evening. The games they lost, 4 of which were against teams that are in the Euros here today. Belgium, Poland, Austria and Turkey. 4 of those 4 teams in the competition. Corner for Hungary, and the ball across had to be headed behind by Emre Can. Martin Adam was at the back post scrambling, and Emre Can does really well early in the box there. His keeper was beaten, and Martin Adam knows how good a chance that could be. We'll get another corner here, Hungary. Could have a late flurry here, you never know. Corner chicken short. Cross comes in from the right. Tab for that one. Headed away. And Sané will look to try and carry it away, and he will get the free kick, which is very smart from Leroy Sané. There. Germany's last win against Hungary. They've played each other 3 times very recently, in 2022 and 2021. But all 3 occasions, Germany failed to beat Hungary, both Nations League games and in a Euros in 2021 when they played each other. Hungary won 1-0 in September 2022 in the Nations League. That goal, as I said, came from Shalai. And then they drew 1-1 in the reverse game with Schlott Naj and Jonas Hoffmann, the goal scorers in that one. And in Group F, in the Euro 2020, Hungary and Germany drew 2 each in their games. Adam Shalai scoring first, Kai Havertz levelling, Andres Schaefer re-giving Hungary the lead before Leon Goretzka equalised 6 minutes before time. The last time Germany beat Hungary in any game was back in June 2016 in an international friendly. An Adam Lang own goal and a Thomas Müller goal secured the victory, a 2-0 victory for Germany on that occasion 8 years ago. There definitely was another substitution there, I did see. Here's Mittelstadt. Ball into the box again. Emre Can was close there. Cleared away. Noj got it clear. Solai. And Soboslai dispossessed that time. And it was Dennis Undav that's the one that's come on here for Germany. He's replaced Ilkay Gundogan. He's the one that was battling there with Soboslai. So I knew there was another change. So Dennis Undav on for Ilkay Gundogan. The German captain got his goal and is now going to take a seat and a rest on the bench, because it looks like they can rest a few players for their 3rd game. They don't need points in that one, Germany. They will go through. I mean, they'll want a point because if Switzerland win tonight, it will be a straight battle between Germany and Switzerland on match day 3 for top spot, which does get you an advantage, obviously. for who you might play in the round of 16. Doesn't guarantee that you'll play a lower ranked side, because not all the top sides finish top of their group. That's lovely work from Chris Furyk. Still going. Brought down now by Joshua Kimmich as the captain's armband. Sane at the byline. Look at the cut back, but blocked. Kimmich lifts it in again, headed on and wide by Nicholas Füllkrug. And he was just stretching back to try and head that one in, and ended up not finding the net, heading it wide. Germany will be watching and hoping that Scotland will get something a bit later on. Not for Scotland's, not their supporting Scotland, but the fact that they would want to rest a few players and still claim top spot for match day 3. Switzerland too. Although I would not be ashamed to say it, I predicted them to finish bottom of this group, genuinely. They're with a very, very good chance tonight of securing second spot. At least. And getting through to the knockouts. Hungary have made a change. And Roland Scholai has made way in that one. And it looks to me it is Kevin Soboth that's come on for him. Soboth. So Roland Scholai has come off, and Kevin Soboth has come on in his place. Hungary can, will they be? They'll not be happy. Obviously, they'll be very disappointed, but they'll be disappointed with the outcome of the result. It was a much better performance, but a much heavier opposition as Sane comes forward, and the shot took a touch in there from someone. Again on the break again, Sane. Lovely work. Very direct approach, and the strike did take the pace off it there, that block from Willie Orban. Carried it wide. It will be another corner. 2 minutes of the 90 to go. Sane desperate for a goal. You can see it. Kroos takes the corner. Out to Furyk. Back to Kroos around the corner. Finds Sane in the box. Sane battling, losing that battle. Szoboszlai down the right hand side as Schaefer steps in field. The attack keeps going. There's going to be a stoppage and a yellow card outcoming here for someone. Yeah, it was just a foul on Soboth. Mittelstadt will be the one that's been booked. Maximilian Mittelstadt. Chip ball into the box there from Hungary. Oh, it's fallen. Oh, it's off the line. That was good. Still alive. Ball down. A man down in the box. Cleared away again. The referee waved away a penalty claim. All of a sudden, Hungary conjured up something there, although they've awfully given it away there. Szoboszlai and his side under a lot of pressure now. Here's Sane. Great block by Schaefer. Tracking back. Really good. But that was a good moment for Hungary. I have to see the replay of it again to get the full detail for you. The keeper found himself in no man's land, Manuel Neuer. See it here, nice pop ball forward by Szoboszlai into the box, and Martin Adam made a nuisance of himself. Neuer went flying forward, completely nowhere to be seen, and then they just couldn't take the strike. No one could have a clear shot at goal, and cleared away. So 90 minutes are up. Just waiting on the confirmation of the added time. 3 added minutes is the amount. 3 more minutes to go. Hungary get 2 goals in 3 minutes. I'll eat this microphone because that's very unlikely. We've already seen a late goal in added time earlier this afternoon. That was Albania to equalise against Croatia. That was in the 95th minute. Hungary need more than just one. They need 2 goals out of this. They're not going to get them, it doesn't look like. It's improved from Hungary, I'd have to say. And the balance of things, despite they will lose by the same margin of scoreline that they did against Switzerland, and the fact that they haven't scored today, but their performance has arguably been better, much better today overall than it was against Switzerland. And they can be happy with the performance, but of course it's about results. That's what matters. 3 points could be enough if they win against Scotland on the final day. It all depends how each and every team that finishes third in the other groups perform. If the other third place teams underperform, 3 points could be enough to take you through to the knockouts. But it's unlikely. But you never know. Hungary are not down and out yet. They have one more game, and if they win against Scotland, they could find themselves in the knockouts. Last minute of the 93 here in Stuttgart, and Germany comfortably heading to the knockout stages. No duress. 5 goals in the first game, 2 in this, 7 in total, and 2 wins out of 2. It looks to be the perfect start to the tournament for Germany. As perfect as it could be. They've looked really strong defensively. Barring that own goal in the Scotland game, they could have had 2 clean sheets. But they'll take it. There they are. The hosts are in the round of 16. And they will progress with relative ease out of this group. Expectant, hopeful belief from Germany. But 2 ultimately, in the end, simple enough results and performances from Julian Nagelsmann's men means Germany, the hosts, are into the knockout stages. Germany will face Switzerland on the final match day, knowing that they can secure top spot as well. That's still on the horizon. But for Hungary, it's do or die now. They need to win against Scotland to give themselves any sort of chance of getting to the knockouts. We will see if they can do that. Let's have a look quickly at how the table looks then after that. Top left corner of your screen. Let's have a look. Germany leading the way. 6 points. Plus 6 goal difference after 2 matches. Switzerland can still catch them. If Switzerland win against Scotland later, it will be a straight shootout on match day 3 between the 2 for top spot. And Switzerland can join Germany in the knockouts with a win against Scotland. Scotland would love a win if they want to keep their hopes alive. Hungary will face Scotland on match day 3 with that their last hope of getting to the knockouts. Final score from Stuttgart, it's Germany 2, Hungary 0. There we are, that's the confirmation there, as you can see on your screen. The 2-0 win for Germany. Croatia 2, Albania 2 earlier in Group B. We'll watch their 2 opponents face off tomorrow night at 8 between Spain and Italy. But the 2 opponents of Germany and Hungary, Scotland and Switzerland, facing off at 8 o'clock. You do not want to miss that one. Just over an hour's time. Scotland losing quite convincingly on the opening night. Steve Clarke hoping this side can show a lot more quality and a lot better performance against Switzerland, who got off to the winning start on match day 1. Both face off in Cologne at 8 o'clock. Kick off in about an hour's time. Do join us for that. For now, see you shortly.